All right, so this problem is an interesting problem. Well, there's two things they want us to do, but I have to tell you, this is straight out of calculus. What it is it's trying to get you ready for a calculation that you'll see if you choose to go to calculus. On part A, I'm going to calculate f of x minus f of a all over x minus a. And what I have to do is just substitute an x and subtract from that in the numerator, substituting an a. And what I should expect to happen is that I can factor out this x minus a in the denominator. So let's start 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 minus 2a squared minus 3a plus 1 all over x minus a. All right, let's start by simplifying. I get 2x squared minus 2a squared. I get also a negative 3x plus 3a. I'm trying to be careful and distribute that negative there. And I get a 1 minus 1. So that got a little bit smaller. And that is over x minus a. All right, so if I factor out a 2 from my first two terms, and this is one of the reasons why I wrote it that way, and I can also factor a negative 3 out of both my second terms. And we don't usually factor this way, but in these problems, you have to. And that's all over x minus a. Okay, this x squared minus a squared can be factored further. It's the difference in two squares. 2x plus a times x minus a minus 3x minus a all over x minus a, which means I can factor x minus a out of the denominator because I can factor out of both parts of the numerator. I am left with 2x plus a minus 3 all over nothing. And that is my final answer. I'm not sure if they want to enter it that way or multiply out the 2. You'll find out when we get on the quiz. Okay, this one is kind of the same idea, but we're gonna substitute x plus h into our first substitution. So let me line here. So we get 2, instead of putting in an x, I'm going to put in x plus h squared minus 3x plus h plus 1. And then I'm going to subtract f of x. Okay, and that's all over h. So I'm going to get some things to cancel, but I have to expand out my binomial here. 2x plus h squared, that's going to be x squared plus 2xh plus h squared minus 3x plus minus 3h plus 1 minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 1. Okay, all over h. Running out of okay, so my plus 1 and my minus 1 cancel, and let's do the multiplication in the numerator. 2x squared plus 4xh plus 2h squared minus 3x minus 3h minus 2x squared. And what do I get? Those x squareds go away. And, oops, I forgot my denominator. Once those x squareds go away, though, I forgot to cancel that 3x with that negative 3x, and that means that that middle 3x goes away. So negative 3h minus 2x squared. Okay, we cancel that 2x squared. Oops, that's supposed to be minus 3h. Okay, that leaves me with all terms that have h in them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cancel out my h's. And I get that to cancel with that, one of those h's, and that one. So I get left over 4x plus 2h minus 3. And there's my last answer. And I will see you in class. That's it for this.